This morning here on Jersey Magazine, it is our privilege to welcome back Dave Popkin to the program. And Dave, we're talking about Rock Hunger 8 this time around. Tell us about that.
Well, Jim, first of all, thanks for the invite. It's always great to be with a radio legend like yourself. Rock Hunger 8. Let's see. Rock Hunger 1 started because I walked into the food pantry to make a donation one day, and the executive director grabbed me by the ear, dragged me into the office, and said, "Hey, I think you can do more than just drop off food." And I said, "How about a free rock concert?" She said, "I'll take it." So that first year, my friends and family basically played the show for friends and family and some volunteers, and we made like $2,000. And fast forward to this year, we're hoping to raise over $20,000 for our food pantry. It's very much needed. We had over 600 individuals partake of the pantry last month alone. I don't think that help is coming from on high, so we have to dig in locally and really raise a lot of money to prevent hunger in our community.
One of the first rules of doing an interview is don't ask a yes or no question because that may be exactly the answer that you get and just that answer. But I will say this or ask you this. When you did Rock Hunger 1, did you think there would be a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, and now 8?
After we got through the first one, yes, I thought we would. And after the first couple, I actually trademarked the name, and I would like to expand it into other towns. If there are other people that are involved in food banks or pantries, I will come and do it for free and tell you how to do it.
That's
I want,
amazing.
yeah, I want to expand the mission and use music, to help feed people. It's something that, I mean, why hunger and all the work that Bruce Springsteen and Harry Chapin and Bill Ayers and all those people have done over the years, Bon Jovi with the Soul Kitchens. These people have done so much for this area and for the country. And I just want to do my little part here in North Jersey because our pantry serves not just Nutley, but, people from towns all over.
The list that you just gave of all of these musicians, what do you think is the connection between music and events like this, Dave?
It's soul. Like it's people that have soul. It's people that care. It's people that are artistic. It's people that care about their fellow man. And I think that artists are sensitive souls and want to get out there and help. And every band that I've asked to do this over the last 8 years has said yes. We've had some that have gone on to produce albums and be pretty big. Like The Adventures of Matt Black is out there on the festival scene. They have a record out now. Mother Hubbard plays in the city. They have a record out now. They're very good. They're like Steely Dan-esque with horns and whatnot. They're a cool band. They played our event for several years, and people just want to give back and help.
And tell us about the Nutley Family Service Bureau. In addition to events like this, what else do they do?
Well, Nutley Family Service Bureau does mental health counseling, case management, and we have a food pantry that I mentioned. We also push in and help the senior centers in town by bringing the food pantry to them because sometimes it's dangerous for them to leave the building, and we worry about trips and falls and stuff like that. We've been around for 111 years. I've grown from just the Rock Hunger guy to the president of the board of trustees for the last 3 years. We have 23 employees and almost 150 volunteers. We have events throughout the year. We have a gala, a garden party, a casino night, and Rock Hunger is my baby, and it's a lot of fun. So we do a lot of work in town. The township and the Knights of Columbus and all the different people, the school system, all work with us to try to help the folks here.
111 years. You look good for somebody that old, Dave.
Back in my day, everything was in black and white, Jim.
I know you're selling tickets to Rock Hunger 8 as well as sponsorships. What's involved with a sponsorship, Dave?
Sure. The tickets, no inflation here, $25, the same as the last 8 years. We want everybody to be able to participate and to come and enjoy the show. The sponsorships, little wrinkle this year, we added one higher level sponsorship that will give you presenting sponsorship of a new summer concert series that we're going to produce in town that's free to residents, just kind of a mental health day where people can just come out and enjoy music right at our facility at 169 Chestnut Street in our alley. So that'll start June 25th. So the biggest sponsorship, the Springsteen sponsorship, as we named it, would cover all of that. And then there's other sponsorships that start as low as $300, where you get signage and exposure on social media and all that.
And for listeners who want to learn more about all of this, Rock Hunger Aid and what else you have going on there, where can they go?
They would go to nutleyfamily.org. You can learn all about our mission, the tickets, the sponsorships, the lineup of bands. Porch Rockers, my band, will headline this year. It's like classic punk. Sticky Wickets, they've been around in Nutley for almost 45 years. They're great. Big draw. Project Blue Book and the Anna Felice Band as well.
One of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about this morning, and for those who don't know, Dave has been broadcasting Seton Hall basketball, Seton Hall men's basketball for 22 years now, I believe you said,
That's right. Yes.
and you've missed only a handful of games. The college athletic scene has changed drastically in the last year or two with this name, image, likeness money, NIL money. How has Seton Hall been faring through all of this?
Not well this year. They only won 7 games. It was epically bad in terms of performance on the court. They beat UConn, which was a huge win. They beat VCU, which was a nice win. But by and large, it was a lost season for Shaheen Holloway and Seton Hall. But they think they're going to be very competitive in the NIL environment because this year it changes. Actually, this week there's a ruling coming down, the House versus NCAA settlement, where the schools will be able to allocate money to the sports. So basically, the schools can pay the players. Now, instead of it coming from an NIL collective, which was donors like you and me and sponsors and events and whatnot, that, created a pot of money where the coaches could then dole it out and try to be competitive with their competitors. Now the schools can actually participate in this. And I think the Big East is going to do well because they don't have football, and the football schools have to take a huge chunk of their $20 million, let's say, and give it to all those athletes and that program. Big East basketball is their football. It's the top sport, men's and women's basketball. So I think Seton Hall will be competitive moving forward.
With my own alma mater, Fordham, I've seen what's happened there. They have a new coach coming into this season. They play in a small, antiquated gymnasium, which is fabulous in terms of, that old time college basketball feel, but it holds, I think, 2,800 people. Iona, they have a new coach. Again, a small facility. And schools like Fordham and Seton Hall, they're playing bigger arenas. They can play Madison Square Garden as Seton Hall did this year. They play the Prudential Center. Seton Hall does a lot. So that opportunity is there for schools that are trying to, compete and work with getting kids as they try to recruit them from different places. But I look at the roster, Fordham for a few years now, even predating the NIL situation, has had student athletes from all over the world. Seton Hall this past season had student athletes from 5 different countries, counting the United States, but 5 different countries on their roster.
I think the Fordhams and the Seton Halls and the Hofstras and all these schools have to get creative. I think Seton Hall was talking to a player from Australia recently. They had success with that with Andrew Gaze when they went to the Final Four back in 1989, and Ramon Ramos from Puerto Rico, Angel Delgado from Puerto Rico. They've had a lot of success with foreign players. And I think schools like Fordham will have to go out and take big guarantees and go play like at Texas and at Indiana and stuff like that to get money so that they can build up their NIL collective and keep some of these players. The key to basketball, as you know, as a sports guy, is continuity. If you're turning over your team each year, it's really hard to get any continuity until like game 20 or 30. And then by then it's the season's over.
But with the transfer portal, some kid comes into a school like Fordham, doesn't get the playing times that he wants. See you, coach. I'm out there. And by the way, I'm looking for more money.
Or worse, if he's your best player and he scores 20 points a game, he's definitely gone because
Hmm.
then, he gets some big offer from one of the Power Six schools. It's happening to Monmouth. It's happening to FDU. It's happening to NJIT. It looks like they're all going to lose their leading scorer from this year.
And of course, with all this NIL stuff, once the genie's out of the bottle, you're not putting it back in.
No, not at all. And now, to me, if I'm a women's basketball player or a coach, I'm saying, hey, Title IX, what about me? Why are my players not getting paid? They're playing on national TV also. They have to travel to Omaha on a Wednesday night to play at Creighton. It's a rough life for these athletes, and the coaches have control over them.
One more sports related question before I let you go. Torpedo bats. What do you think?
Big fan. As a Yankee fan, I'm a big fan. I don't know if it makes a difference. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? You get more wood in the center of the bat where more hitters are making contact. Um, for a while there, it was Barry Bonds with the maple bats, right? And there's always going to be some new revolution, but it seems to be working. I mean, the Yankees lost the last few days, so who even knows? But they did have a blitz there where they had 9 home runs in one game.
I would think that the pitchers figured a way to make the adjustment pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, pitch him way inside, pitch him way outside, right? That's how you pitch Ted Williams or Jesus Christ, right? Up and in and low and away.
And one more time, Dave, for listeners of Jersey Magazine who want the details on Rock Hunger 8, where can they go?
They go to nutleyfamily.org. Check us out on social media as well, NFSB underscore Nutley. And we would really appreciate any support, even if you can't make it out to the event and you can make a donation to support our food pantry. People really need it right now, but it is a fun event. We have pro sound and some good bands this year.
Thanks again for your time. Best of luck with this year's event, Dave. Always fun to talk with you.
You're the best, Jim, and good luck with your Smithereens event with Dead Air.